What's up guys, this is Nick Lake here. Today I'm gonna show y'all how I made this Travis Scott type beat. I try to make something like for his new album Utopia. As you can see, I've already made the beat. So I'll be walking through each element of the beat and then telling how I made it and what synths I used and so on. So let's get right into it. So first I made this part here, which is a intro section, which is very typical for these type beats, like the Mike Dean kind of intro. Doesn't have any outro though, so it's just a kind of synth heavy intro here, and then a more simple type beat. I tried to make something like franchise. The bounce is sort of inspired by that. I think his new album Utopia is gonna be more of those abrasive type beats. We'll never know, but hopefully we'll get it soon. So I'll just play the intro real quick and then I might just go through each element and so on. First I made this synth. All these that are exported are from Analog Lab. I export them because just save my PC CPU, but I still have the MIDI files. So this is the MIDI for the first chords, the main chords in the background. It's just two chords here, this going back and forth. It's just a really basic chord progression. I usually just play with my keyboard and just find something simple and then build something off of that and maybe change up the bass line and so on. And then we have this bell patch. It's just a repetitive bell. This is the MIDI for that. Pretty simple. What I did is just this repeated over and over. It's just some small variation here. Then to the bass line, which is also Analog Lab. Here's the MIDI for that. As you can see here, it just follows the bass line of the chords. And on this part, I changed it up a little bit with some... On the other bar, I added some passing notes just to spice it up and add some more build up to the intro. Then we have this layer which comes in at the second bar or the third bar, which is a kind of effects layer to the bass line. This is from Serum. It's a stock sound called Braveheart in Leeds. Reminds me of some Kid Cudi type shit, I don't know. And then lastly, we have this repeating bell slash pluck pattern, which just adds more build up. Here, I used the tail of the melody to make sort of a build up. And what I did was, damn, I think I deleted the MIDI for this, or maybe not. No, here's the MIDI for that. As you can see, it's just staccato notes all the way until the end. So I get this long tail, which I was planning on using for this purpose, and I tried to reverse it and it became a cool transition. And then I added this delay automation for the, I think it's this. And also for the like pause, I added this texture. And in the beginning, this is just this pad chopped up, and I added a retro color for the build up and just automated the master volume. So this swoop here just adds a little build up, so it swoops into the main part of the intro. Now I'll get into the main beat. I'll play here from the pause. Pretty basic with a like simple ambient melody with some simple marching high hitting drums. First off, I made this pattern right here with a pad from Serum. This is the pad, but I've added some effects so it really sounds like this. But with the effects, just some gross beat. It's just some gross beat, a half beat gate, and some retro color. And then I added these keys, same chords. There's some simple EQ to cut out the lows, that's just to be sure. Some delay and a stereo shaper. And then we have these repeating bells, that's also just like filling out the space. It's also pretty simple here, just some cutting out unnecessary frequencies and some Valhalla vintage verb. And this is kind of like a little bridge with just the keys playing and also a pad and this sub bass. So that's basically it for the melody for the main beat. I'll get into the drums now. These drums are actually pretty simple, just a simple bounce, but it works. So I'll play it for you now. I have these alternating patterns with the snare. This first part is more simple, just straightforward snare, and these are some. This part just has a little more to it. So this is the snare pattern, the second one. This is the hi-hats. With just a tiny bit of reverb to add some space again. And this is the kick pattern. The 808. So that's basically it. It's not too complicated, but I think it's fire. It works. Like you see franchise, that's a really simple beat, but it's super fire. It works. It's bouncy. It has a lot of energy in it, and it saves a lot of space for Travis and also of course Young Thug. I hope we'll get Utopia soon. It's been a while. I think it's almost 2 years since Astroworld now. But before I play the whole beat, remember to like and subscribe. And and follow us on Instagram. We've been kind of slacking recently. It's vacation now, so me and Wonka will try to post more videos now, and I'll start to post more on my main channel. So this beat, if you want to hear it on YouTube, is on my personal channel, Nick Lake, as a type beat, if you would like to purchase it or just listen to it. So peace out guys, I'm gonna play it now.